Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Haft here again, on location, again in the driveway. What we have here is a Toro self-propelled lawnmower. And it's spring here in Wisconsin, and we got to start mowing lawn pretty quick here. I bought this Toro about 12 years ago, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to summarize, I guess you could say, this lawnmower. This thing's been good to me. I'm going to go through some of the stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blade off, and I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to clean the bottom of the mower. If you take care of your mower, it will last. Okay, there's the bottom of the lawnmower. Now, I'm going to take this blade off. If you don't feel comfortable with this part, don't do it, because the biggest thing is these have a safety device on it, okay? But you wouldn't want the mower to start with your hand in there by the blade, and I'll show you how you can take it off without that. What I have here is my DeWalt gun and a little piece of wood and my stool, because I'm an old guy. Okay, so I want to get this stuff out of here. So I'm going to take this wood block, stick this in here to hold that. I'm going to put my gun on take off or reverse. Okay. Whenever you take anything apart, it's good to remember the way it went, right? So I'm just going to take this out here like so. This screws on this bolt. I'm going to leave that layer right there. And then this came off that way. Okay. So you want to get it the right way, otherwise it's not going to cut. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is clean out all this crap in here. You want to wear safety glasses? Okay, I got shades on. Got a little putty knife and I use the DeWalt tools. Milwaukee, pretty close. I prefer DeWalt. You do just get into the power tool thing. Try to stay with the same one. That way you can use the same batteries through all your tools. Start buying one Milwaukee, one DeWalt. Then all of a sudden you're sitting there with all these batteries and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm going to sweep this out of here. My old whisk broom. Okay, so I'm going to get all that out of there. I'm going to pull that over to the side. Wow, this is some stuff. This is like a shaft drive for the rear-wheel drive. I'm going to take that, clean that out of there. also has like a door on this. Is this a self-propelled and put a bagger on this thing? So I'm gonna take and clean this area out too. Wow, it's really packed in there. There's this lever here. So pull that and a lot of stuff came out. So apart. Push in on that. Good, so move this a little bit. You clean up this area a little bit. I'm going to take this stuff, I'm going to put it right back where it came from. I'm going to throw it right back out on the lawn. This kind of fertilizer. It finally rains. We haven't had too much precipitation lately. I think it's the 24th or 25th of February. And it's real nice outside. Okay, we got that done. One of the things about your blade, you know, performance is efficiency and efficiency is performance. What's kind of interesting is these can get real out of shape. And what you can do with this is you can take a file to this, file it down. You want to try to have a sharp edge, but I just happen to have a grinder in my shop, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grind this down quick. Okay, you don't have to really grind the wazoo out of it. I just got this where it has an edge on now, a sharp edge, so she'll cut. This blade is the original blade on here. Okay. The reason I'm tipping this way is because the gas cap's here. So if you have gas in there, there's less chance of running out because it'll fill the tank onto the bottom. So now I got the bottom out. This thing actually has a thing where you can plug a hose in, clean it. You can tell how this goes on because it has this rounded part here. So this goes on here, and this goes over the top, like so. The rounded part goes on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this and make sure it's got it on right. See how it's going that way? That's that way. That's That's the cutting edge is going to hit it. Comes around here. Cutting edge is going to hit it. So we know we have that right. So now we're going to tighten that up. Impact wrench in our board again. We put on tighten. That's good and tight. It's a nice little, this is a 1/2 inch impact. We got that part done on there now. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, check the air filter on this piece. Okay. And that's right here is the air filter. Pop that out of there. Now you can see there's quite a bit of stuff in here. Now this air filter is on its last leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and buy a new one. But I'm just going to, you can do a clean like this. You can see the stuff come out of there. You can also hit it like so. Like that. You can see the dust and stuff come out of there. But I'm going to buy a new one. But I have to go to like the local big box hardware store, kind of like slash farm store. So I'm going to get it cleaned out pretty good like this, hitting it. They tell you not to use air because, you know, a lot of people do it, but if you get it too close and stuff, you can actually blow out these areas and stuff, and then it won't work at all. But this is pretty dirty too. This goes over the top. So I'm going to clean that with brake cleaner quick. The nice thing about brake cleaner is it dries out real fast. Oh, this one here doesn't have any just happen to have another one. Doesn't really have any pressure in it. Which way is one going? It's going that way. So we're gonna. So it's all the dirt coming out of there. So it's just this will all dry up in those. So I'm gonna leave this out here. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a paper towel and wipe my hands off. So we got that done. The next thing we're gonna be doing is changing the oil on this piece. We're going to take a look at this. One thing I do with this every year is I change the oil. Let's take a look at it. The color of it, it still looks pretty decent. That's what this is. So, we're going to put that in. And it actually looks like it's we're going to start this up and run this for a little bit. This thing has a handle here that locks it on in the on position. So I'm just going to put some tape on here so I don't have to babysit this constantly. I have to get some of the other stuff ready. This is just temporary. So now we're going to make my know, this, some reason, whoever designed this, you know, it's like making it cheaper or harder for someone to change oil. This is one of the best ways I found to do it. I'm going to take this tree stump, put on this side, put this underneath here, because I want it to drain that way. So we got to tip that way, right? So I'll also get out the old crescent wrench. That tight. Holy shit, is that tight. You might actually have to use a socket on it. Yeah, this one looks like it's a 1/2 inch. This one right here. That's 3/8. 7/16. It's metric. Oh, there it is. That's all that. Finally. That's why they always say get the right tool from the right job. Okay. I got cardboard from a Coors thing. Channel this in so the oil doesn't fall all over the place. So we got this and this. Okay, there it goes. You got everything right here. Whoa. Pull this off. And I spilled some. That was trying to show you I could do it without spilling. What happens? This will help it drain better because pressure. Yeah, you can see it coming out the side here over the top here. You want to do something like this, you know, to get it to come down. Yeah, I try to pride myself on not spilling oil, but when I went to grab that dipstick, guess what? It fell on me. Top first. Oil good. See, now it's a bad, messy boy. Okay, so it's kind of windy. So this cardboard is gonna blow away here. So I'm gonna take care of that. I'll push it like this. Dispose of this. Wipe it down. Okay. So our next step is going to be to take out that log. I'm going to put our air filter back in. We're going to get out in the wind here with this air filter and get this fairly good clean. I definitely need to stop and get one. One of the things with an air filter too, if you have a mower that's going, your neighbor's driving you nuts. It's usually the air filter that's causing that because it's starving for air. Okay, so we're going to put our air filter back in. I definitely have to go out to the old big box store and buy one. The foam goes in the cover. And then this goes in like so. Put that in. Make sure you get it in tight. Okay, we got our air filter back in. This thing doesn't even hold a quarter. So what I'm going to do here is fill up the old oil a little bit at a time. You know, I can safely put a half a quart in first. And you can run whatever kind of oil of your choice. Just don't put diesel in there. Like that guy. Okay, so it's nice to have a funnel, so you don't spill any more oil than I already did. That feels about half. Oh, here she comes, my fiance, Jerry Ann. She doesn't like to be called Jerry Ann, just call her Jerry. Tuning up the lawnmower and I'm making a video. That's what weirdos do. How you doing?
Good.
Okay, so we're gonna need some more oil. This stuff I'm using is Valvoline 10W40. It's kind of middle of the road, you know. Okay, now it's showing exactly how much thicker it's supposed to be. So we got our air filter in. We got most, if not all, of our oil in. We got our blade tightened up. Now it's okay time to start this thing up and run it for a little bit and then recheck the oil. After you change the oil, you let it sit for a little bit. Another thing too is you want to save the oil and recycle that. So what I'm going to do with this oil is, I usually take mine to the city in Beaver Dam. They burn it, yeah, like a burner. So I'm gonna put it in this jug here. It's kind of black, but I do use this, you know, in Wisconsin, almost once a week to mow. Takes half hour to 45 minutes probably. And then in the fall, I use it to have a bagger. I bag the leaves and stuff. So I go through a lot there. I'm just gonna put this up against the wall, let it drain a little more. Okay. So we got that done. I'm gonna pick up my metric sockets and ratchet while I'm letting them. Okay, so we've let it sit long enough. Now we can check the oil again. Let's see what we got. Wow, it's just on the bottom of the stick, so we need more. Well, what happened is, when you drain it, you know, it recircles through the engine. I'm going to finish off this because this felt like about 6/10 of a quart. I think that's probably about what it takes. So we're going to dust this off here. So I don't spill any more oil than I have already. Okay, she's full. Okay, folks, that's about it. We don't have our hose hooked up yet, you know, because it's just spring here in Wisconsin. Otherwise, I'd hose it down. Like I said, this thing has a thing where you can hose it out and actually turn it on. So we got the blade sharpened, the air cleaner serviced, the oil serviced. We got all the stuff off the bottom. Doesn't have air tires. Spark plug, we're not going to touch it. It started first pull, sat all winter. All right, thank you, folks.